They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Tigers' offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Right down the middle. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are...
There he goes! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltoppers offense will take the field for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums, and it's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Caught near the sticks. It's Henry. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's caught. It's Henry. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Epps. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after him.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, you have to love getting to the quarterback early in this football game. Your first drive, how about your offense? They already took care of business, put up points for you. Now you're getting to the quarterback, getting sacks. Great start for this squad.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He's not afraid to go deep. Just threw that one way too far. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. They just keep firing. With the catch, it's Watkins. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space. It's Berry. He's going to lose a yard on that one. LSU quick to the line. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The field goal is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And on 3rd down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like to think that they can cover running backs on these types of angle routes, but they're just not good enough on the coverage, and that allowed the offense to convert that 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets rid of it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game...
all by himself down the middle. He's at the 40. Bulldozes his way through. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Toppers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He wants to change this route. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tiger!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hutchinson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Quickly to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it's out! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes!
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force.
Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
From the gun, give on the inside. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to
My
the 15.
motherfucking hitters is coming down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hilltoppers will punt it away on 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Here's a return from midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll pull it on the read. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Find some fresh air. Powers through the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of...
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into half. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
And sticking to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
To the ground with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Makes his man miss. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. A run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Epps. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Hutchinson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Looking to throw on third. Caught over the middle. It's Hutchinson. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Still on his feet. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Gives it on the option. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop. Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Pulls it in. It's Watkins. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He tries to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Durham. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cincinnati is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 25 over San Jose State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. The ball pops out.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball.
It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. And number 3 is coming soon.
And right down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll go to the ground. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Tigers are on the move. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Henry. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
What the fuck just happened? Oh, that's crazy.
The Hilltoppers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
I'm not gonna play this.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And
here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to the toss. He's in open space downfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On the move. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points.
He lofts one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The give to the tailback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they...
Oh, out of space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
They're dealing with a second and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done.
Niggas, who has Alabama losing? What the fuck? Let me look at the scores, bro. Let's see who's winning this. UCLA lost to UNLV. Oh no, UCLA won. Whew, I was about to say. Now this nigga Arkansas. Let's talk about some. Fuck it. Let's see who's best. That nigga do got Taylor Green. I can't even be mad. I wanted Arkansas so bad. He was balling with Taylor Green though. Holy shit. No way he's not using Jordan Anthony, my nigga. Does he not know who he has over there? My defense was crazy though, I ain't gonna count to you, bro. Come on, defensive stats for that game was. I love my LSU boys, man. I did not mean to go over 150 yards with him. He was just open. I'm sorry. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure they want to say something about that. Oh, everybody was on the ball, boy.